Welcome home to San Marino's Real Estate Market Report. Over the last several weeks, I've been approached several times on how is the San Marino real estate market. What should we expect coming up here in 2023? Now, for you curious minds out there, I have put the following information together to answer any of your questions. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out, as all scenarios are different. Now, here are the numbers for San Marino Real Estate 2022 ending December 31st, 2022 per the MLS or multiple listing service. As we all know, the market started off very strong in 2022 with low interest rates being between 3 and 3.5%. Now, as the year progressed, we started to obtain a lot of negative news in our economy. Interest rates rose to above 7%. This is a number that we had not seen in over 20 years. Also, consumer staples were increasing, inflation was increasing, so gasoline, grocery stores, and our daily essential life was increasing. And it turned out to be that many buyers were getting affected by this in a derogatory way, which they lost a lot of purchasing power to buy a home. As well as many buyers decided to stay on the sidelines because they were anticipating a large correction similar to what we had in our mortgage crisis between 2007 and 2009. Now, as the year progressed towards the fourth quarter, which is October, November, and December, the market was very slow, very quiet, not a whole lot of things happening, as buyers were still kind of seeing what was happening out there, as well as sellers. Sellers were also sitting back as well from putting their homes on the market because either they refinanced earlier and have a very good interest rate, so it kind of caused them to say, hey, my house is less expensive than if I were to go and buy another house. So that caused the inventory levels to be low as well towards the end of the year. Now, what happened in 2022 compared to 2021? Let's go by the numbers. In 2022, there was 127 homes sold in San Marino. In 2021, there was 160 homes sold in San Marino. So that was a decrease of approximately 15%. Now, again, what caused that? Combination of a few things. Higher interest rates, sellers not moving because they probably felt that their home was less expensive to stay at than to move on to another home and get a new mortgage at a higher interest rate. So they kept off from going on the market themselves. The other point that we noticed in 2022 is that the average cost per square foot was $985. That was approximately 8% higher than in 2021, where it was $909. So we did have a bump in the average cost per square foot. The other part is that the entry price in San Marino to get into a home was $3,054,000 compared to 2021, where the entry price was $3,090,000. So there was an adjustment there of about 1.5%. The average home in San Marino hasn't changed much. It's four bedrooms, approximately 3,100 square feet. And the lot size is between 14,500 and 15,500 square feet. So that hasn't changed much in over the last few years. Now, the other big takeaway here was the days on market. How long did a home stay on the market? In 2022, the days on market was 39 days. In 2021, the days on market were 51 days. So that was a good, as you know, the market was moving quickly. That's still moving quickly there with 39 days. Now, the other takeaway here is that the listing price to sale price was 105%, meaning that if you sold your house for $2 million, your final price would have been about $2.1 million, which is a 5% increase, compared to 2021, where that list price to sale price was 101%, meaning that if you listed your house for $2 million, the final price would have been about $2.020 million. Now, these are the numbers for 2022. How does it compare for 2020 when it was pre-COVID? In 2020, the average cost per square foot was $808. Remember, in 2022, it was $985. We're still 18% above the 2020 levels in the cost per square foot. The entry price in San Marino currently, remember, is $3,054,000. And in 2020, the entry price level was $2,443,000. So that is also approximately about 20% higher currently than it was pre-COVID levels. The number of homes sold in 2020 was 105 homes compared to 2022, 127 homes, which was about 15% higher as well. These are the numbers for 2022. Hopefully it answered a lot of your questions. Now, moving forward in 2023, what can we expect? What have we been noticing in the market? In January this month, we have been noticing more buyers coming on the market because interest rates have come down somewhat. We're looking at 5.5 to low sixes. So now more buyers are having a little bit more purchasing powers. We had not seen the effect of homes coming down in value as much as people anticipated. Buyers were anticipating between a 30 to or a 20 to 30% correction in the market, which we have not seen, and that probably has to do more because our inventories have stayed low relatively in perspective, and buyer demand has still stayed high. So we're still seeing multiple offers on homes that are priced well, look good, and show well. So as long as those homes are still out in the market, they're still going to attract a good amount of activity from buyers, and buyers are not shying away. They've realized that they're not married to the interest rate, that as long as they can get their home in the location that they want, they can always come back and refinance if the interest rate goes lower again. Now, what does this all mean for all you sellers? If you're considering and selling your home, this might be the year because there's not a huge correction. Currently, January 26, 27, the amount of active listings is 24. That's all the active listings that we have in San Marino, and a lot of them have been on the market for some time with some aspirational pricing, it seems like. With that in mind, if you're considering and selling or want to know more information about your home and how it would do in the current market, feel free to reach out. Thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you next time.